So what I'm going to do with this is it's going to be a table inside of a table. So table width equals, I don't know yet, so I'll figure that out in a moment. Border, we don't want those, they are ugly. It's not their fault, they were just made that way. Cell spacing equals 0, and cell padding equals 0. You actually can make the borders pretty with some of the styling and other stuff later on, but the original code, they just don't look good. So the width on this is going to be, let's find out. So let's bring this over, and right there, or pretty close at least. The width is going to be 380 pixels. Wasn't even planned. It's nice that everything's kind of adding up into a nice divided by 10 type numbers. So this was 380, I believe, right? I think so. Yeah, 380. And we're going to have a couple different things going on here. I don't want to try to line up this all perfectly with the same color bands. I'm worried that the colors are going to get a little off. It might happen here and here as well, but that's not as noticeable. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to hide my backgrounds, so that way it's just clear text. So if it does get misaligned, it doesn't really matter because it'll be see-through and it will just show whatever's behind it. So I'm dragging out some little guidelines to slice upon. Like so. Alright, so now I'm going to go to slices again, slice from guides, and save for web. And I'm going to switch this to PNG. So JPEGs don't support transparency, but they are very efficient in like photographs with lots of colors. PNGs are more efficient with photographs. I'm sorry, with simple colors, like just a couple colors on it, and they can support transparency, so that makes them pretty great. So I'm going to switch to PNG 8, and I'm not so convinced that this is going to be transparent, but we'll give it a shot and see what happens. I might have to do this a different way. So I've got all three of these selected. I'm going to do save, and I'm going to do taco dog menu. Oh, it's a JPEG again. PNG. Alright, there we go. So choose your selections, then switch to PNG, then do save. So now you can see that transparency behind them. Taco dog underscore menu. Awesome. So now I can put this back the way it was before I added those guides, and I can have my background show up again. And let's take a look. So menu, we'll switch this to our tacos, and we'll switch this to our dogs, and we'll switch this to deliveries. So now I need to put those inside of this table that I've created. So I created the table. Let's make sure we close the table, otherwise that could cause some interesting issues. And I need, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I need 10 rows. But I mean that's okay. It's just a lot of rows, but it'll be alright. So tr td slash td slash tr. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've got 10. So this first row is just a gap, right? That's all it's there. So I'm just going to put a BR tag, just a line break tag there, just to eat up some space. This one will be that first menu item that I made. So image src equals, in the quotation marks, images slash, I think I called it taco dog underscore menu underscore our tacos dot png. I think that's right. We'll find out in a moment, won't we? Beneath that is just this text. So I am actually going to use this text in there. I don't need to make this an image, but I do need to change the font because the font is the wrong type. So Helvetica, and then Arial will be second in case someone doesn't have Helvetica. So slash font. Now keep in mind that white space doesn't matter, so I need a line break here if I want it to break the same way. Also, default is align left, and I want it center, so we'll center this. So let's see if this is working so far. Make this a little bit bigger so it's a little bit less difficult for you to see. Alright, so we've saved it, and let's refresh it. Perfect. Well, almost. I don't really like, there's like a little like white halo around the text for our tacos. It's not perfect, but you get the idea. I could go in and I could fix it, but I don't want to really waste your time with that. And you can also see there's a little bit of purple there. So, a couple little issues. But you're getting the idea. I just should have been a little bit more careful and taken a little more time. So next, I've got a spacer. So I'm just going to use a BR tag just for space because it's only vertical space. It's not horizontal space. So I don't necessarily need the transparent GIF that I created for the other one. So here, I will need, once again, another image src equals, and this should be images slash taco dog underscore menu underscore rdogs.png. And then following that, so I'm going to put a little bit of space in between these just to kind of, I don't know, make everything match. So I want this same formatting for my text. Actually, the font face didn't change because I did this wrong. This should be font face, and if I save it, there we go, look at that. That's Helvetica. And I think I want, do I want size +1? No, it might not fit. That's okay. We'll leave it at that size. So I want all of this inside the next one too. I'm just going to change the words a little bit, but I want all of the font face and the centering and all that stuff to be the same. So we'll just paste that in. Add a line break tag here. Just going to push this over. I had in the wrong spots. Right here. Add in a BR tag. And just kind of space that out so it's a little bit easier to see. And a gap. And now we're on this last chunk here. So we'll save this, make sure everything loaded right. Nice. And one more. So deliveries. So image src equals, inside the quotation mark should be images slash taco dog underscore menu underscore deliveries. Hopefully I can spell, and hopefully I can spell the first time. We'll see what happens. I'm going to grab this text here and put it there again because I just want to change what's inside of it, not the color or the face or any of that stuff. So find out if you're in our delivery area. And I'm going to leave the period off because I didn't have the period on the other one. So consistency. Alright, so, and then another spacer on the bottom. Pretty good, pretty good. Now there is a little bit more space here than there is there or there, and that's because this is a bigger image. So to make it look more the same, I'm going to add in a BR tag at the start here, and a BR at the start here. Let's see if that did it. Perfect. And that's pretty much it. Now the thing is, I want these to be links and I want this to be a website, right? So right now it's not really much of a website because they don't go anywhere.